is Wednesday and we're back at Upper Farm at Henton in Oxfordshire. Really nice little small pond, and Gary the owner got us in when he first bought it. It was massively overgrown, quite wild. We netted the lake, very shallow, one end very shallow, one end's a bit deeper, quite silty, and we caught lots of various different fish. Plenty of carp. They were long and very long and lean, quite old fish. And so we basically just sort of said, look, there's loads in here, get them health checked, which he did. And we gave a load of roach away to an angling club up the road, some perch, and he's tidied it up. The island just had loads of fallen trees, and the margin had fallen trees. Obviously it's winter now, but in the summer all the margins, and the water's been dropped to make it a bit easier for netting as well, which always helps. Yeah, it's lovely. We've already put about £60 of bits in there to go. Like I say, got a health check so we can move them. Angling club's picking up later. All we've done is that end down there, just that little funny little end, and we've caught about 30 big carp. There are plenty of doubles in here, good mid doubles as well, but really, I've got to be honest, it's not the carp I'm bothered about here. There's some big roach and big rudd in here. That's what we're trying to catch. Unfortunately the cormorants obviously are here, which is horrible to see the cormorants mullering these fish, but that's where we are. That's what everyone has to deal with. But yeah, so the boys are just pulling this second net in on this bit, and then we'll move on. We've blocked the channel off there. That side's a lot easier to net. It's very wadeable. We normally catch more up that end. Gary feeds the fish with BP milling pellets. He always has since we started, and everything's recruiting really well. Crucians, bream, roach, rudd, obviously carp. So yeah, it's a real healthy little pond. It's only small. Like I say, he's dropped the water at the moment. It's about a foot down. And there's a few bits and pieces just fell in over the year, obviously with the wind and stuff. But we'll show you some more fish because it's impressive fish stock for a small pond. It just shows you what you can achieve with small bits of water. Thankfully, there's no silly goldfish or anything like that in there. It's just decent stamp of mixed species. So same old story, beautiful roach and rudd. These will obviously go back. There's a lot bigger roach and rudd than this in here. Hopefully we'll catch some on the other side. This is normally least amount of fish, but we've caught a lot of carp out, got all them back. Boys are just grading them back at the little fish. Like I say, we're just thinning out the small fish in here. The cormorants are on here, as they are everywhere. So it becomes a case of trying to save as many of these as you can. Just keep the cormorants off. Gary's got all manner of things all listed. Things like this, standing there, over there, but they don't work for very long, even when you keep moving them. Yesterday we were at a big lake up north, and 8 cormorants took off when we got there, sat in the trees, waited till we'd finished, and they landed back on again. They're bloody clever. But yeah, this is what it's all about these days, trying to preserve and nurture and encourage other species. You know, roach and rudd are stunning fish. We'll hopefully show you a few more later. So we've already done the other end and caught a lot of fish, loads of carp the other end, and then here, like I say, it's only a small pond, remember, because Gary feeds the fish. We've got some absolutely cracking silvers, and he does his best to keep the cormorants off, which is getting harder and harder every year. But the roach are amazing, stunning roach, some big rudd too. Well, I've lobbed the carp back so they don't start splashing you around. There's loads and loads of fish. Like I say, total acreage is about an acre, and there is a lot of fish. And when these lakes are small and shallow like this, you need to create space, otherwise things start to go backwards very, very quickly. And a lot of, especially clubs, just don't understand that, or they keep doing the wrong things basically. Where in lakes like this, if you manage them properly, you can achieve whatever you want really. So it's just simply a case of cropping the silvers, which these ones, we're lucky here, they pass the health checks. An angling club behind me ready to take these little fish, and the fish are all good. It's only shallow, it's only small, but there's stacks of good fish in here. They're all looking fine. Like I say, these aren't young fish, they're already here. They're old fish, but they've just transformed, just with a bit of sensible fishery management, a bit of all the usual stuff. Yeah, Gary's done a bit of tree work. We crop it every year, and they look really good. Perfect little pond fishing. It's lovely. There's some really pretty carp in here. Like I say, these did look very long and lean a few years ago. They didn't look anything like this. And people quite often argue wrongly and say, oh, you need new strains, you need new this, you need new that. Well, you don't. You just need space and food. It's pretty straightforward. Nice. Lovely. So little ponds like this.
No fish in this lake? No.
Monster roach. Just so many big roach.
Just to show you how much specialist roach has got camera out. That's the carp, that's the roach.
We care more, in fact, about these sort of species than we do about carp, because we see tons of carp. Carp are easy to grow. So, you know, oh, my carp will put on some weight. Yeah, well, they do. Much harder looking after fish like this, especially the quality of these. Just huge. And there's not one or two, there's a couple of £100 of these in here, and they're absolutely beautiful. But like I say, Gary feeds them. We net it every now and then, keep on top of these, and it absolutely works a treat. Yeah. That's what it's all about. Stunning fish.